Good evening, everybody. I just wanted to come in for uh, a nightly chart markup uh, and a couple of uh, key points for the remainder of the week. Um, the first one, of course, is going to be our news. Uh, Tomorrow at 8:30, we've got GDP numbers coming out. Uh, that and unemployment claims both at 8:30. This is going to give us some pretty good movement in the markets. Um, in the pre-market before the open. So just be cautious if you have a trade on at that time. Uh, I'll never have a trade open when the news comes out. I'll give it a few minutes to kind of settle down and see if it uh, gives us a directional play at that point. At 9:20, just before the open, Powell decided he wanted to open his trap 10 minutes before the open. Thank you very much, Mr. Powell. Um, with this news up here, I'm not sure his speech, how much his speech is going to move the market. I think these numbers are probably going to rule the day um, in price action uh, because I think, his words can always move the market, especially with algorithms uh, and AI searching for specific keywords to trade on. But, you know, really, no matter what he says, these two numbers here are going to be the king of the day. So we'll see what happens. Um, a little bit of change in my charts. Obviously, just a different color palette for my charts. Um, and I am not putting every 4 hour swing level on there. I mean, if we break through one, then I'll click over to the 4 hour chart um, and see where the next one is and mark it out. But I just don't need a bunch of lines on my chart that we're not going to reach, um, you know, really fast. So, I've got the current 4 hour swing points marked above and below current price. I also have this one marked up here in the fair value gap just to remind me that it is there. And might add a little extra resistance when we get to the fair value gap, if we get to the fair value gap. Um, Also, I did realize today, and I probably should look for this stuff a little bit more, um, just to know it's there. Um, it doesn't really need to be marked out on the charts. I just needed to know when we're in things like this. But the reason we've been having such a horrible time getting up to that fair value gap all through this area is because we've been in a 4 hour order block. Okay. You can call it a breaker block. It took liquidity and then price reversed and broke structure. Um, so you can call it a breaker block uh, at a fair value gap, uh, which would be a unicorn on a 4 hour, which is probably why, we've had some pushes down when we get up there. The pushes down are getting smaller, which tells me that sellers are being depleted up here. Um, and we have been making, since Monday, uh, the 22nd, we have been making higher highs and higher lows with the occasional dip down for liquidity. Um, so, buyers are still pushing this market up, regardless of how much selling pressure there is in here. The buyers are still, marginally in control here. Uh, so I think, we did break the top of that uh, 4 hour order block or breaker bar, whatever you want to call it. We did sweep it because it is right at the previous month's high. It's what created the previous month's high. So, um, maybe a little easier getting through it next time since we've already swept liquidity out of there a bit. All right, so that is that. Um, Also, there's going to be a small change in the way I trade. Uh, when you look and you find traders that you really respect, these are traders that are going to show you wins, going to show you losses, give you really good information. Don't hide anything online. If they're giving you information on how to trade, they're giving you all the information they can give you. And there are a couple of them like that, like Rips and Casper are probably the two people I look up to the most in the trading community. And both of those traders trade from pre-market um, till about 11 o'clock is about as far as they're going to go. They like to make their money in the first few hours of the morning. Um, and, you know, if they think that's the best time to trade, then if I went back, if I actually journaled all my trades and I went back, I have the feeling that those are the hours, like between 7 a.m. and 11 a.m. New York time, that I probably do the best. Um, I mean, I know a lot of times in the afternoon, if I've been trading all day, the afternoon is when I tend to lose money. Um, and not to mention, when I retire in February from the trucking industry, I don't want to be sitting on the charts for 8 hours a day. That's not the goal. I want to make my money in the mornings and be able to enjoy the rest of my day. So from here on out, I'm going to be on the charts from 7 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock in the morning, New York time. Okay. Um, this will do one of two things. One, it will let me not have to sit on the charts all day long. Um, and see if that is the best time for trading, which I tend to believe it is. It's where the most volatility happens during the day, um, for the most part. I mean, we do get some big afternoon moves, um, but you know, you should be able to make your money in the morning and then walk away and enjoy the rest of your day. Um, Two, um, it will allow me to have a more consistent live schedule in the Discord. Okay. So if I know I'm going to be on my charts for 4 hours a day from 7 to 11, um, then I also know that I can be on Discord live from 7 to 11 every day. Okay. Which will give you guys and gals the ability to know exactly when I'm going to be on if you want to come in and chat and uh, share your charts, share your trades, whatever you want to do. The the voice and video channels that I have set up, I have not put restrictions on. So when we're in there, anybody can share their charts. We can all share our charts at the same time. And whoever's watching can click on whoever's stream they want to watch. So, if you want to share anything, you're more than welcome to. If you want to ask questions, you're more than welcome to. I mean, everything's open there. The live sessions are for everyone who wants to join to come in and do whatever they want. Show their trades, ask questions about somebody else's trades, watch whoever's charts they want to watch to see what they're doing. You know, we really are here, the people that are here in this community um, are here to help each other out. At least I hope so. I would imagine that anybody in here would help another trader in here should they get asked a question. Um, so yeah, I really want to have in the Discord, I want to have a more, predictable live schedule. If for any reason I won't be able to get on live in the morning, I'll do like I did this morning and tag everyone um, to just let everyone know that I won't be online at, for that day, or I'll be delayed for some reason, whether I'm getting loaded or unloaded, and have to deal with that instead of being on the charts. Um, so yeah, come on in and join us. Everybody's welcome. Um, and David and Mizzy have been pretty regular uh, in the live sessions for the last week when I've been on, so I really appreciate that. It's always nice when somebody's in there, so I don't feel like I'm just doing them for no reason. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. For tomorrow, I'm still bullish. Market just opened. Um, I will not, again, I am not going to trade any time except for 7 in the morning till 11 in the morning. And actually won't be taking any trades till at least 7:30. The only reason I'm going to be on at 7 is to mark up what Asia and London has done, and add that to the charts. And then by 7:30, I will be ready to take trades if liquidity is taken, and we see a uh, good setup to go either direction. I am still bullish. Obviously, I mean that's the chart is showing us bullish price action, so that's the direction I'm headed until proven otherwise. Okay, um, but on the higher time frame, we are definitely bullish. We've made two higher highs since we reached the top, and two higher lows as well. So um, as of now, we are bulls. That may change when we get to the 4 hour swing, 4 hour fair value gap, but for the time being, it's going to hold true. So I would really like to see the reversal up there instead of just going and blasting to all-time highs. Um, Anybody that knows the way I like to trade. I do not like to be at all-time highs. I like to have levels above and below. Um, so yeah. I am probably going to mark up YM as well, uh, because ES and NQ obviously move together unless there's divergence, but YM at times does its own thing. Did YM get back to all-time highs? Um, no, it finally dumped off, uh, which is nice. I like that. And we are back into a 4 hour fair value gap. So I need to pay attention to YM uh, on Thursday as well and see what goes on with it. Uh, Now that we have some levels above and below us, that is where I like to trade. Um, so come over, redo. I don't think I have any 4 hour levels here. Maybe I do. Yeah, there's a couple there I need to redo. So I'll mark up YM charts. Like I said, I really like to have at least one more asset to watch. Lost my ass on gold a couple of days ago. I'm just not used to the way gold moves. To me, it's kind of like crypto. It can range for a while and then boom, makes a fast move in one direction or another and then just ranges again. Um, and I don't really like that type of price action. Uh, Oil isn't too bad. I may mark up oil as well to have a third asset on my charts, but that's as much as I'm going to do. Anybody starting out, I would recommend pick one asset um, and just get good at it. Get good at you know the ICT system if that's what you want to trade, or whatever setup and strategy you're trading. Get good at that strategy on one asset. Once you feel very comfortable with it, then by all means, you can add a couple other assets to be watching during the day so that you have a little bit more opportunity for your setup. Um, I would not pick correlating markets. Like if you're going to trade in Q, don't mark up charts for ES. The only reason I use the ES chart is to watch for SMT divergence. Okay. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to call it a night. Uh, I will be on live at 7 o'clock in the morning to do the markups for the Asia and London session, uh, liquidity levels, and then we'll get to trading. Um, I have started a new, uh, actually, I've started two new evals with Apex on $300,000 accounts. Um, and I am going to trade those only between the hours of 7 o'clock or 7:30 in the morning till 11 o'clock in the morning. And I will be on at 7 to do the chart markups for the first 30 minutes. Okay. Um, Other than that, I'm going to call it an evening. Um, I don't know if anybody's ever tried Crown Royal Vanilla, but that has got to be the smoothest non-alcoholic tasting whiskey I've ever had in my life. Um, Really good. I like the apple, but vanilla is just as smooth as whiskey can get. Um, so yeah, we've been enjoying our evening, catching up on a little football, uh, and getting our charts ready for tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and mark up YM and CL just to have them ready for tomorrow. I think with the news that's coming out, I probably won't even touch either one of them. Um, my focus will probably be on NQ all morning. Uh, if I am actually stopped and can trade, which I think I should be, if I get up at 3, that's going to put me, I mean, it's going to be tight, but that's going to put me where I want to be, where I'm going to be finishing up in the morning, right at about 7 o'clock. If I get moving at 3, because I'm in Central Time, so that'll put me at about 6 o'clock in the morning, which will be 7 o'clock Eastern, and time to get on the charts. So if I am a few minutes late, don't worry, I will be on shortly. But yeah, everybody have a great evening. We'll see you in the morning, and we'll go make some money.